Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Anandia Kaisha Azhara. I'm from class 8 SKS and my absent number is 10. In this beautiful day, I want to present my 2024 project with the title is Implementation of Democracy in the Simultaneous Election 2024 Campaign through Social Media. So, my reason to choose this title for my 2024 project because as we know, social media is a platform who everyone is using in this world, and social media takes a big part in this year elections. And many candidates in Indonesia is do their campaign through social media, and it's giving a good side and also the bad sides. It's make my reason why I choose this topic for my title 2024 projects. And my problem formulation for my 2024 project, the first one is how to implement a campaign in the 2024 simultaneous election through social media well. And the second one, how recommendation that can be given for the next simultaneous elections. And I have 4 data to strengthen my 2024 project for my analysis. The first data is data about the effect that causes of the campaign through social media in the elections. And the second one is the number of spread out of hoaxes during the simultaneous elections. And the third one is information about the problems that occur in the simultaneous elections. And the last one is the victim during the simultaneous elections. And from all of my data, this is my analysis. The first analysis or the first problem formulation is how to implement a campaign in the 2024 simultaneous election through social media well. So as we know, social media is a platform who everyone is using, and social media take a big part of that. And many candidates is do their campaign through social media. But there is some candidates it choose the sensitive topic for their campaign. And it makes people in Indonesia is divided into 2 groups. People who agree with that campaign and also people who disagree with that. And it's created a divisions in Indonesia during the simultaneous elections. And it's, in my opinion, the candidate should know what will they do for the campaign and not choose the sensitive topic. And the second analysis of the second problem formulation is how recommendation that can be given for the next simultaneous elections. So recommendation that can be given for the government. The first, government should be warn people to not easy to believe information that spread out in social media because it can be a hoaxes. And the second one, government can be to cooperate with the social media team to warn or block people who are trying to spread out hoaxes. And the recommendation that can be given for the Indonesian people should be respect each other's opinion and always keep harmony. And from all of my analysis, we can conclude that the first, to make a well elections campaign, the candidate should know about their topic to their campaign and also not choose the sensitive topic for their campaign. And recommendation that can be given for the government should be warn people to not too easy to believe the information that's spread out in social media. And for the Indonesian people should respect other opinion and not judging others. So that's for my explanation for my 2024 project. Is there any questions from the parents or the teachers?
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for your presentation. I want to ask you which one is suitable with general election in Indonesia? Which one is preferred? Direct campaigns, I mean kampanye secara langsung, or social media campaigns? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your question, and I will try to answer it. So, in my opinion, it is more suitable if we do campaign through social media because in this year there is not just the candidate do the campaign, but also influencer in social media is do the campaign. And as we know, influencer has a big followers who the people of the followers is around in Indonesia. Then when the influencer is use one video, there is much people is know about these elections. So that is my answer for your questions. Is there still any questions?
Second question, how about inland people, which are really rare about social media? What do you think about inland people? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the questions. So, in my opinion, for the inland people is can know from the social media because social media is a platform who everyone can access it easily. And also, the inland people it can know from their children or their family when they talk together. So that's for my answer. I hope it's can enough for you. Thank you. Is there any questions?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for your nice presentation, and then your PowerPoint is a beautiful design,
Thank you,
and
ma'am.
then you can explain it clearly. So I have some questions for you to make sure that you understand the content of your project. Your title is about implementation of democracy in the 2024 simultaneous election campaign through social media.
Yes.
And I think it's a very interesting title. So my question is, how was the campaign process by the first, second, and the third candidate using social media?
Okay, thank you, ma'am, for the questions. So, as my analysis, I find out in social media, the first, second, and third candidates is do their campaign through art, like songs or a dance. Yeah, there is the first, second, and third candidates too. Yeah, this for my analysis through social media. with
Okay,
candidates.
and then that's very interesting
Yes.
for campaigning, and that relate with young generation,
Yes,
the
right.
young generation's creativity. Okay, and then the next question: what's the important things that we do when we will campaign using the social media?
Okay, thank you, ma'am, for the question. So, the important thing that we should know before we do campaign through social media, we should not choose the sensitive topic that can judge other candidates. So, we should focus in ourselves what we will to do for our campaign to make our self-branding is good for the people. Okay.
But there's a lot of benefits campaign using social media, but other ways there's a negative impact. So can you mention or explain what's the negative impact when we do campaign using a social media?
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So when we do campaign in social media, there is so much negative effects. The first one, because of the campaign in social media, it's make a spread of hoaxes about the election and also about the candidates for the Indonesia. And also, people will argument each other because social media it's really easy to access. That's
Okay, can you give me the example of a campaign using a social media that create of a young generation in general election 2024?
So I will give explanations for. I'm sorry. I give one example of the campaign through social media that is so much young generation is like it. From the second candidate, there is a song that many young generation is sung it every day and do their dance. Yeah.
Okay. And then the next question is related with general election, not social media. In your current age, you don't have a right to vote.
Yes.
But one day, when you have a right to vote, what's the basic that you want to do for choosing the best president in your country?
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So the basic that I want to do before I choose the candidate for the elections, I will try to search and find out about the candidate's personal branding, and I will search what the experience that are the rewards that they get before.
Okay. The
That's
last question, this is out of the topic. This project, it's totally different with the last project. If the last project you have to review the topic and then connect it with some subjects, but in this project it's only have a one topic and you can explain clearly about that.
Yes.
But it's about general election. You know that you don't have a right to vote.
Yes.
But what's the positive impact in your life?
So, from this 2024 project, there's so much positive impact that I feel it. From before I to know and I not believe it with the elections, but after the 2024 project, I feel wow, I finally understand with this election. I finally understand with democracy, and I like it, these projects.
Okay,
Thank you.
you can close your presentation.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So that's for all of my explanation about my projects. I'm sorry if I had a mistake. Thank you for all of your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.